In this video, I want to go ahead and start working on I guess you could call it the end game logic a little bit more. So in order to make testing a lot easier, because we are going to be doing, a fair bit of it over the next few videos, I want to have it to where I can just, press a key and I take damage, because right now I basically have to get hit by the zombie in order to, well, take any damage, and that's kind of annoying. So to begin, we can go to our player pawn, and we're just basically going to bind to a key press. So I'll search for left mouse button, and we'll change it to G. So when I press G, I basically want to just decrement health. So in our case, because I want this to be, functional on the client as well, we are going to want a server RPC. So let's make a custom event and call it server underscore apply damage. Let's do apply damage to self. And regardless, we're just going to simply call it. And let's make this a run on server and reliable. So in here, we basically just want to grab our ability system component. So get ability system component, and we want to apply a gameplay effect to self. Now, this won't necessarily work entirely because we do need to actually make the set by color magnitude. So I forgot, we can't actually use that. We need to make a spec. So we want to apply a gameplay effect spec to self, which means we have to make a spec handle. So we can make an outgoing spec. So let's select the class, which will be the modify player health, like so. And then let me go down a little bit farther. We do have off of here a magnitude. How do you spell it? Yeah. So we can go through, assign set by color magnitude. Oh, that's the wrong one. Assign tag set by color magnitude, with the data tag being the health. So magnitude, player stats, health. So we want to move stuff around. And we're actually going to replace the spec handle with the return value because it's been corrected, and we'll just do 50. So in theory, when we press G, we are going to make an outgoing spec just like we do in C++, set the health magnitude here for this specific tag, and we'll set it to 50, and then we apply it to ourselves. All right, I forgot I got to plug in the ability system component to target, and there we go. So let's press play, view the ability system component, and press G. All right, almost perfect. We're going in the wrong direction. So because our logic does it for us, we need to change it to -50 for the magnitude. So now press G and G one more time, which causes a restart. So that's good for us. That means everything is working. Now let's check really quick on the client. So press G, go to 50, press it again. And we are currently in the process of restarting. However, we did not do a seamless travel because we did not enable that, what is it, seamless and pi, whatever that variable is called. So we have a quick way to test, and that's really what I wanted. So that's just going to be it for this video. It's just going to be a very short one, and a quick thing of what we're going to be doing in the next one is I don't necessarily want to immediately start the game. What I would like to do is just go ahead and basically kill the logic for the zombies, just like what happens in the actual game. And I kind of want to start tinkering with the idea of some kind of path based camera maybe, or something like that. So you die, then after X amount of, say, seconds, you might start, say, doing a pan, just like a slow pan through the level, and you can see the current AI zombies that are around, the dead players, if there are any laying on the ground, that kind of stuff. Because, why not? So, anyways, that'll be all for this video, and I will see you in the next one. If you like what I'm doing and you want to help support me, you can find a link to my Patreon in the description below, where you can also get access to this entire series.